Welcome, my darling pretties, to our Beyond the Dawn of Business podcast for pretty, empowered female entrepreneurs. It's time to step into your power, pretties. Lift each other, support the squad, and choose a life filled with the autonomy and freedom to live your dreams. I'm your host, Dawn Beth, owner and founder of Beyond the Dawn digital business brand and agency. My coffee is hot and my eyelashes are on, so we are ready to go. Hello and welcome to my 2023 top trends and tips update. So I'm going to go through the things that I'm going to talk about today and give you an understanding of why these things are important to you in your business and how you can actually apply this information to real strategy that will support you in your business in 2023. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of all of the things we're going to discuss today, my top tips of 2023 for social media and also just for digital business in general. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is authenticity. If you have not already embraced the trend on Be Real, you probably will have recognized that actually faking it till you make it is no longer on trend for anybody. And we have a massive opportunity to connect to our ideal clients through giving them genuine experiences with us in terms of what we share with them, what we show to them, and that being vulnerable and honest is often a really positive thing, not a negative thing. So a big key trend for 2023 is going to continue to be, but also to be endorsed maybe in a more particular way, authenticity. And the reason why I think it's really important for us to kind of restructure our direction and our strategy back in that way is because we can have a natural kind of resistance to wanting to be our true selves. We want to create these perfect experiences and we want to be inspirational and educational and we want to show our fantastic life experiences and our fancy brand photos and the times of life when things are really, really going well. But actually being truthful about the human experience, being truthful about your personal situation is a far more strong and connected message that allows for people to truly have a good understanding of who you are and what it is that you're accepting and achieving in terms of your business. So that's the first one, authenticity. It's a massive trend for 2023. Personal passion of mine anyway, but for those of you that perhaps have felt like you need to have the rose-colored filter on things, please know that being your true and most authentic self is going to carry you really, really well in 2023. The next key trend is something that's been going on now for a little while, but it's not going to slow down. It's not going to get any less. It's actually going to ramp up in 2023, and that is short form video. So if you're sat watching this and you're thinking, Dawn, I still haven't embraced Reels, I haven't got a TikTok account, I don't know what a YouTube short is, this is the time to really get on board with learning those types of things, okay? It's very important for you to understand how short form video is impactful for your business, how it can cut the mustard in terms of getting really good visible opportunities for you for not just your bullseye ideal client, but your spectrum of ideal clients as well, so that you can have a lead generating tool, but actually communicate your messaging and your important core values of your business in a quicker, easier, and more subconscious way than ever before. For those of you that have worked with me learning how to do positive psychology or psychology in terms of selling, getting those psychological sales in, but in a positive way, because we don't use negative psychology. We never can. We only ever leave somebody better than we found them. But if you've ever worked with me in that way, you will know that this is massive, and that video, being able to give your body language, your tone, your energy, your essence in this way to people is actually really, really strong, and it gives you the opportunity to make far quicker business moves, far bigger growths within your business, impactful opportunities in a much, much shorter period of time. So I'm never, ever going to be that person that's like, oh, you can be a millionaire overnight. But what I will do is let you know that you have the opportunity to make much more impactful growth within your business if you are willing to accept this 2021, 2022, and only going to be even bigger, 2023 trend. So if you don't already know what I'm talking about, or you don't really have a strategy in this way, please do consider bridging that gap, because it's really important for you to know what to do in this arena, and it's going to be really, really good for you and your business. The next one I want to talk to you about, the next key trend, is entertainment. That's right, entertainment media. If you haven't already realized, more and more people are watching their socials because of short form video. They're watching their socials instead of turning on Netflix, instead of watching Coronation Street. Instead of watching the normal programs that are on the TV, people are start watching shorter programs. It's essentially what they are, over and over and over, from more different people, from different content sources, from different niches, for different interests. We're getting quicker, we're getting faster, but we're watching more, we're consuming more, okay? So if you think that it's okay to have a strategy that doesn't include entertainment, I want you to just lovingly, I invite you to consider that again. Because if you haven't got an element of enjoyment or entertainment in your strategy right now, as part of your visibility strategy, as part of your audience building strategy, this is an area that you could really be missing out on. It doesn't have to be a complete parody. I know so many of you watching this video will be watching the studio reels and the reels that I create, and you're probably thinking that the advice I'm giving you here is for you to dance around like an idiot like I do, or to dress up, or to recreate Christmas movies or whatever. That's not actually what I'm asking you to do. But you do need to discover a way for you to authentically create entertaining content, even if it's just a snippet, even if it's just a little thing, so that people can understand and learn more from you from that entertainment. Put it this way, if you can entertain your people as well as educate them, as well as inspire them, as well as offer fantastic insight and value, you are on to an absolute winner. And actually, that's like the, trifecta of all marketing right now, being able to entertain, inspire, and also create this wonderful opportunity for people to relate and love who you are. The next one might blow your mind a little bit, but we do need to embrace the future. And what was 12 months away is now merely a few weeks away. If you're watching this in 2023, it's already here. So we do need to consider that things are changing digitally, and what we consider to be an asset in our business has changed a lot in the last 10 years. So we might have considered the tech that we hold in our offices as being assets, and they are. But we now have a whole source of digital assets that also create and hold value. If you haven't heard of what an NFT is, go and Google it. An NFT is an opportunity for you to own something that is specifically yours. It is a digital asset, and it allows you to own it in the digital forum, a bit like an artist's version of cryptocurrency. It holds an exclusive value. Instagram has already rolled out the opportunity for people who own NFTs to actually show them on their Instagram profile. If you're not following Gary Vee, go and have a look at him on Instagram, and you'll be able to see his assets there. Now, for a company like me that has a full graphic design team, this is wonderful, because we will be able to create authentic NFTs for our clients. We will be able to create those assets for them, and they will be able to sell them or hold them or collect them or whatever. But for those of you who may not have understood this world yet, because it is quite in the future, it's quite new, do just begin to slowly introduce yourself into the concept. It's not something that you need to go out and do straight away, but be aware of it and understand that there may be an opportunity for your business, or there may be a demand from your client, more importantly, that you need to be aware of in the next couple of years, definitely within the next 5 years. NFTs are going to get bigger in 2023 because more people are understanding them, more people are creating them, and most importantly to us as business owners, more people are buying them. And that's what we really need to know about. Another kind of futuristic, but it's here on our doorstep trend, is augmented reality. If you've ever seen the film The Lawnmower Man, it is a rather old film. This might scare you a little bit because it gives an understanding, or The Matrix actually, it gives an understanding of the potential futurism that we've been talking about for years now, about not having a physical life as much as we have a digital life, stepping into the Sims, if you will, and having a fake digital existence that is augmented reality with that fantastic VR set. Now, we're not moving into that arena just now. We're not moving into the cryptocurrency where that will be, you could be rich in there, but poor out here or whatever. Like, we're not in that state. It is looming, but we're not currently there. But what is starting to happen is for business owners who perhaps, you know, are globally training like ourselves, you'll be able to have an augmented reality meeting with another teammate who's in a completely different country and possibly in a completely different time zone. So these types of things are coming in. Again, not something that you need to do anything with right now, but for 2023 trends are only going to get bigger, brighter and more in your face. So it wouldn't hurt for you to sit down with a cuppa and have a little read of what's going on in the world around this particular theme so that you know what's happening and you're not out of the loop. The other thing that is going to be really, really big in 2023 are predictions for what is going to be really fantastic in 2023 is in-app purchasing in social media. So for those of you who have already got a Facebook shop or an Instagram shop or a TikTok shop, you will probably know that this has been massive in 2022. People are not feeling the need to have websites anymore. I'm sure that places like Shopify are probably not loving the fact that Meta in particular and TikTok have created great opportunities for people to create shops within the platform. But more and more is being led by the platforms in terms of them having complete control. This is always what we're finding as well with schedulers. For any of you that schedule your social media content, all of the platforms are wanting to bring that in-house. They want to have control of it. They want to keep you on their system longer than skipping about on somebody else's. So they're going to make it real easy for us to survive in almost all the ways we want to survive in these programs. Which means buying direct from Instagram, buying direct from Facebook, and buying direct from TikTok is going to continue to grow and grow and grow. What's great for you is that you can capture those really quick, on the fly, I just want to buy that right now purchases. And please, please, please don't underestimate what that can do for your bottom line. You give the people the opportunity to purchase something, you deliver it to them in a new way, and before they've had a chance to really consider the alternative or whether they want to go ahead, the buy button is there and they have the opportunity to have that impulse buy that so many of us do and rather enjoy. Like my impulse buys bring me a lot of joy when they arrive because I forget what I've ordered, and then when they arrive it's like a surprise, which is fantastic and just another fantastic symptom of my spicy brain. Another massive trend for 2023 is going to be in-person events. Now, what we're finding, the rise of in-person launching is becoming a bit of a thing, and it's working really, really well. Networking had its day years and years ago. Networking began to grow on the online space, and COVID has given everybody a little bit too much internet digital time, and people are craving in-person events. Now, all the way through 2022, we have noticed the increase in this, and there's going to be no change in 2023. But what we are seeing as more of a balancing effect is that marketing your in-person events online is still the best way to get people involved, to get the visibility of the event, and to sell tickets to your event so that you have sell-out meetings, workshops, retreats, and everything else. Now, the last one is a bit of a trifecta. So the last one is really important because it's an opportunity for all of us to make some semi-passive income, but there's also a couple of extra bits that need to go in there as well. We predict that monetization across the board of all the social medias is going to take a massive, massive rise in 2023. We've seen how wonderful this has worked for many of our clients over in America, specifically a couple in Canada. And for those of us who are perhaps in the UK watching this, we've been waiting for things to roll out and be available to us and for us to be eligible for them for quite some time now. They are starting to roll out. We've got loads of really fantastic monetization tools that are coming to us, especially within Meta, within Facebook and Instagram. And these are just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And where many of us have gone outside of these platforms to have Kartra, Kajabi, or a WooCommerce on our website, whatever it is that we've done to be able to offer subscriptions or for people to pay us for trainings or whatever, we're going to find that there's more ways for us to be eligible to make money within the actual platform, which I think is really, really fun. And it gives us another opportunity, another easy way for people to spend with us. And of course, we want to make it easy for people to buy our products, of course. Now, the increase of monetization naturally increases that influencer type of income. So if you don't consider yourself an influencer, but you are trying to build an audience, again, I lovingly invite you to perhaps consider that you may be teetering on the edge of influencer territory because brand collaborations, brand partnerships, small business sponsorships, and those types of perhaps more casually coming about in terms of, partnerships and contractual things are going to be on the rise. Got yourself a fantastic podcast where you have regular downloads every single month. There's going to be small businesses who perhaps cannot afford to put £600-700 behind a Facebook ad, who will be interested in sponsoring your podcast and being mentioned at the beginning of your podcasts for £50 to £100. Okay. These things have always been available to us, but as we grow as businesses, we find new ways to support each other, new ways to collaborate, new ways for brands to lift each other's up. We've noticed an increase in this in 2022. People are not looking for these big fancy numbers anymore. You can't get the big fancy numbers when using Facebook ads in particular. Those things don't exist anymore because of the way that the ads have changed. The iOS changes, the data protection, and everything to do with Apple. It's all been a big thing. But to be able to get the right niche, to get to quality ideal clients, you may find that there are opportunities for people to sponsor you or to collaborate with you as a brand in a much more casual way than you ever imagined. Okay. So these are massive, massive trends for 2023 that I would love for you to consider. Now, all of these things are predictions. We can only look at the information that we've had from 2022 and give you a little bit of a snippet of what we can smell cooking in the kitchen. However, what I would love for you to do is keep your eyes peeled for all of these different areas, because if you're consciously looking out for these opportunities, guess what? They will land in your lap. I want you to take all of these key trends and I want you to go and make more money in your business with them. And if you need any more help with that type of stuff, you know where you can find me. I have a free group on Facebook and my DMs on Instagram are always open. I hope this has been enlightening for you. I hope you enjoy it. Have an amazing 2023. And if you're watching from the future, how did we do? Let me know in the comments. Did we get it right? Take care.
If you're loving our Pretty podcast, come on over to Social Pretties, our online safe house and sisterhood community. It's a safe space where female entrepreneurs connect and thrive in a warm, welcoming fold of pretty amazing women. You'll find an easy redirect in the description, and I can't wait to see you in there. And depending on where you're listening right now, we would love it if you would click subscribe or follow so that you can be the first to know when our new podcasts come out.